Alright, so I finally saw Oppenheimer. The movie is out here in Japan. And oh, by the way, in case if anybody's wondering, no, I did not spend $300 just to see this movie on the biggest IMAX screen in Japan. I decided to save that money for something else. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out this video right here. Anyways, I like this film a lot. I've seen it twice, both in IMAX, and I'm hoping to catch the 35mm screening of this movie in the next few weeks or so. But the experience of it was quite overwhelming in the best way possible. I feel like everything that has to be said about this movie has been said by so many different people since it came out in July, so you're not going to hear anything new from me, but I thought the movie was beautiful to look at. I'm not just talking about the cinematography. I thought the costumes were great. The production design is fucking amazing. The scale of it, the reconstruction of Los Alamos, and that tower, attention to detail was immaculate. Now, one of the things that surprised me was how this film was presented, or maybe I should say how this film was edited. Because I went in thinking, okay, this is going to be a 3-hour-long, dialogue-heavy historical drama, a biopic of this complex figure, but so much of the movie felt like an action thriller. When Oppenheimer and Groves recruit scientists, it reminded me of that sequence from Inception, where DiCaprio goes to different places to convince people to join his team. And as with every Chris Nolan movie, the sound design is quite extraordinary. The way they mix the sound effects and the score, it really puts you in that world that you're seeing. Ludwig Göransson's score is it's really amazing. Sometimes it's a little too much. I'm gonna get to that in a little bit, but overall, it was just the movie is a feast for the eyes and ears. Cillian Murphy, fucking amazing. He totally deserves that Oscar. Downey Jr. was great as well. And really, all the supporting characters were great. Like, not a single bad performance in this movie. Now, I have some issues with the film, and I'm sure you've heard these complaints from other people as well. One of them is the runtime. I think it's a bit too long. Even though the movie is paced really well and the editing is masterfully done, I think it could have been at least 10 minutes shorter. Another issue with the film, which is a very common problem with many of Christopher Nolan's movies, is that the women in the movie are given very little to do. I love Emily Blunt, I love Florence Pugh, I think they're both amazing actors, but their characters were not as well written or well developed as some of their male counterparts, and I would have liked to see more of Oppenheimer's relationships with these women, particularly like with his wife. And my final issue with the film is, unfortunately, the score. I think the score gets a little too overwhelming at times. Like, I noticed on the second viewing that the music was playing for like 90% of the movie, even during some quiet parts where the music is not necessary. But overall, I really enjoyed Oppenheimer. I thought it was very well done, very powerful. Yeah, more movies like this, please. I was so happy that somebody was given $100 million to make this kind of movie. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.